There's a storm cloud coming.
It's black on the horizon.
Are you gonna bury your head in the sand, man?
Are you gonna bury your head in the sand, man?
Or are you gonna get out there and fight?
It's 4 a.m. Stumbled to the kitchen, pot of coffee, my old friend. Getting dressed and loading my gear. Trucking a road for a time or a day. Just depends on the time of year. That's why we love bucks and beards and camo clothes, where life burns down deep in my soul. Traditions passed on down the line. Would I love who I am, all I know? Yeah, I'm talking about bucks and beards and camo clothes. My daddy learned from his dad, both taught me about respect in God's land, ways of life, family. Sitting stands and reading their side. Calling a turkey for the very first time. All their knowledge I'll pass on to mine. That's why we love bucks and beards and camo clothes, where life burns down deep in my soul. Traditions passed on down the line. What I love, who I am, all I know. Yeah, I'm talking about bucks and beards and camo clothes. Nothing like the rising of the sun. Running bucks on a turkey when he draws. Feel the rush when the moment comes. That's why we love bucks and beards and camo clothes, where life burns down deep in my soul. Traditions passed on down the line. But I love who I am, all I know. Yeah, I'm talking about bucks and beards and camo clothes. Bucks and mids and camo clothes. One more time, Breaker. Bucks and mids and camo clothes.
Can you see? Do you see him down there? I think he's gonna go to the left. He's not coming to the bait pile. Yep. Oh, he's gonna come to the bait pile. I'm gonna stop him behind the bait pile, okay? Okay, be patient. He's gonna come up there, just be patient. He's a really nice deer. Let him get broadside.
Up in Alaska's high country, where boys become men, washed in bear spit in the bitter cold of adventure, one learns the mountain has no respect for the unprepared or second class. From the wet muck below to the icy crests of rock towers, only one waterproofing smacks Mother Nature out of her boots. It's earned its birthright on the top of the world. Water Guard and Snow Shield, when you expect greatness.
What makes Spy Point trail cameras the most advanced scouting products on the market? Live 3G cell phone transmission for viewing your photos anywhere in the world. New black flash LED lights will not spook game at night. 7-zone sensors for faster trigger speeds and centered images. A removable inner unit for viewing your photos on the go or in your stand. And wireless data backup capabilities in the case of camera theft. Get the point? Get Spy Point.
The Triton optical sights by TrueGlow, made for every situation. If you're on the ground with a shotgun hunting for turkey, the tricolor reticle illumination will contrast perfectly. Or crossbow hunting in a stand for whitetail, the on-off pressure sensor switch will make your movements virtually undetectable. Even if you're in a close-quarter tactical situation, locking in the target with lightning speed is crucial. The Triton optical sights deliver the brightest, most precise red dot optics on the market. TrueGlow, when brightness counts.
For over 20 years, our scientists at the Whitetail Institute of North America have developed proprietary seeds designed specifically for whitetail deer. Our products not only attract deer, but provide them with exceptional nutrition. We continue to research, develop, and test these one-of-a-kind seeds, and they can only be found in our Whitetail Institute products. Call today and we will send you free our Producing Trophy Whitetails DVD and 6 sample seed packets. All you pay is $9.95 for shipping and handling.
Before I invited Kurt Von Besser from Atsko to hunt with me during the December muzzleloader season, with Scott Meredith and Shirley Flener of Big Buck Hotspots and Kentucky Dream Hunter, Kevin and I went down for a little scouting in the early muzzleloader season in October. The first place that Shirley took us was to Jim's New Life Taxidermy to show us his 160-inch buck he had just shot a few weeks earlier. While we were there, Jim was showing us the latest crop of Western Kentucky giants that were coming into his shop every day.
Owning them, come in and see everything we had. This right here is one I got. We heavy.
Yeah. They said they make the brow tine sit kind of different on them than kind of comes out like it's neat.
Not proud of him or nothing, are you?
He's just another deer. He's just another Kentucky deer. He's massive now.
What are them bases?
6 inches. Somebody said he needed another year. I said I'd have killed him the year before.
I would have too.
He's lucky he lived this long.
I've always said the best way to find out if an area has big bucks is go to the local taxidermist, and I've just got to tell you, I've never seen so much bone in my life. One booner after another.
When Tim did that?
Last year. Good mass.
Boy, that is a heavy deer.
Good heavy deer.
This is a big deer here now. Hey, listen, what about the great big H1?
Shirley's been on the show for years talking about all the big deer down here in Western Kentucky, and it's proof's in the pudding. I can't even hold this one up.
You know what I like about these?
Feller.
Listen, you know what I like about these deer? Brother Woody killed and I killed and everything. It wasn't 10 below zero and the wind blowing hard. The deer still get dressed over 200 pounds.
You keep bragging about that, don't you? All the time?
I do not have to freeze to enjoy my hunting. I can tell you that much. I'm not going to
Alberta type mass here in Western Kentucky, and you don't have to freeze to death. You heard it right there from Shirley Flener.
Full velvet 8 right there. That's a beautiful deer, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
What rancher community is that?
Yeah, it's killed in, I know the boy that killed
Brian
him.
Holly.
Brian Holly. We've got a farm up there. Yep. We've been seeing some big ones. Yeah, he's pretty special.
Left brown side.
190. That's yours, Woody?
5 1/4. This is mine.
Yeah.
You just killed this one?
I killed him 2 weeks ago, yeah.
Wow.
He killed him twice.
I shot him when he was 150, and when I killed him, he was 174. Catch and release. I shot him the second day of season, and he jerked his head around by the time I let go, and just grazed his eye, right above his eye, and then it went right in his shoulder and right back out his shoulder. So just a flesh wound, you know.
After leaving Jim's shop, Shirley loaded up the Polaris and took Kevin and I to a 1,000-acre lease that we would be hunting.
Decent 8-pointer, ain't it? Spy point.
Let's see. Card in here. Look how fresh.
Yep. Still on the ground.
Last night or this morning right there. Would you shoot him? I'm thinking, yeah. I think he's shooter.
It didn't take long for me to realize that we were in store for a great late season muzzleloader hunt just a few months later.
What'd you say? I didn't think they had elk in this area.
Hey all you Rush junkies, don't forget to check us out on Facebook at The Rush TV. We're giving away lots of prizes and you can even watch our show online.
Over the millennia, males have fought over it. Males have even died for it. They did it for a good smelling lady. So get real, hunters. You need Black Widow deer lures. It's simple. They work.
One tree stand fall can end your hunting career and maybe your life. The easy solution to eliminate tree stand falls is to always be attached to the tree. Fall Guy Vest and 20-foot retractor uses tested seatbelt technology and will keep you connected, safe, and effective. The 20-foot retractor installs easily and will make your tree stand hunting more enjoyable. Concentrate on the hunt, not the height. If the worst happens, Fall Guy will be there for you. Fall Guy, for the hunt.
It was finally December, and even though we were in big buck country, the moon phase wasn't quite what we wanted, but we were sharing camp with a couple of great guys, Frank Ikenta and Stephen Hubry, and they had invited us to a Kentucky cookout. So I sent the Rush Junkies on a grocery getting mission, otherwise known as Big Doe Down.
The old Savage muzzleloader took her out. She's a big mature doe here in Kentucky. Tickled the shooter actually. My birthday, yeah. What can I say? What can I say?
Now that we had some camp meat, I was hoping that Brad's birthday luck was going to mean good things for Kurt and I. Kurt von Besser of Atsko is a very accomplished hunter, and he shot almost every big game animal you could think of. And he shot plenty of great whitetails, but never with a muzzleloader. So after a couple of days of putting out Acorn Obsession and getting some good spy point pics of some potential shooters, Kurt and I settled into our ground blind for an evening hunt.
It's a pleasure to hunt with you, you know that, right?
Okay, I appreciate it.
Kurt Von Besser here has more hunting experience in his little finger than I do in my whole body, probably.
Well, years.
Years. And experience. That equates to experience. He has hunted all over the world. And I've drug him here to western Kentucky. And finally, we're only 2 days into it. Thanks to Spy Point trail cameras and our Acorn obsession there, we are on some deer. And it's just going to be a matter of time. I'm fixing to show you a picture of one.
Yeah.
He comes back, he's in trouble. He was here at 5:08 this morning.
5:08.
And then he stayed until, took several pictures till about 5:15. So not quite light enough to shoot, and we've still got some issues with the moon. So we've taken the higher road. We're sleeping in the mornings.
Yeah, well, they're doing it in the dark, just
That's
like
right.
everybody does. And it's just terrible. Hard to catch them in daylight. They've been hunted pretty. They're wise right now. They're at their peak of their learning experience. So we just have to be patient.
Yeah. Give me a shot.
Yeah. And my wife says, because you can't test it yourself, really, that's actually no breath smell at all.
You can tell how refreshed your mouth is already.
Yeah, it's really different. It's really does it. And you can feel the salt in your mouth. You feel it?
I do.
Yeah. We just have to be careful. They don't like the salt and soil up here and come right in and knock the blind over.
That's right.
With our breath nice and fresh, Kurt and I spent the next 4 hours with not much going on, and we were thinking about packing it in when I spotted a deer headed up to our Acorn obsession.
Do you see him down there? I think he's gonna... He's gonna go to the left. He's not coming to the bait pile. Yeah. Oh, he's gonna come to the bait pile. I'm gonna stop him behind the bait pile, okay? Okay, be patient. He's gonna come up there, just be patient. He's a really nice deer. Let him get broadside. If he starts to walk away, you may... Have you got a clear shot? I'm on him, so you just tell me. Okay. Right now.
After Kurt took the shot, I thought I saw his butt go down, and if I wouldn't have forgotten the tripod like a big dummy, I would have known right away, so we didn't get too excited.
Well, let's not counter eggs for the hatch.
What?
I think you hammered him, but let's not get too excited, okay?
No, I was right on him. But I
Okay.
can't see a thing.
As soon as we got down the hill, we could see blood everywhere.
Tell me what just happened.
Well, we had a nice buck come in, and he was very nervous. The problem being that he wasn't going to stay, and he started to turn just broadside and to turn over to leave. And we shot, and here's our sign. He leaped up in the air when he left, ran down here and made a hard turn to the left, and we hope he fell. So our first sign right here is an awful lot of blood and a sure hit.
Sounds good.
But so it's a beautiful looking deer, and we hope we get to pack him out of here when we bring younger people.
And one more question. Did you feel the rush?
Oh, I'm still feeling it. You got to be careful of everything I do right now. I almost shot that old stand hanging there.
You need to solve sight and scent issues. Atsko brings you the 4-step system. Fool a whitetail's eyes by removing the UV blue from your camo with UV Killer. Next, remove scent from your body with Sport Wash hair and body soap. Then, remove smelly detergent residue with Sport Wash. Finally, kill all odor with no odor oxidizer spray. 4 steps to success by Atsko.
Trophy Whitetails of Ohio is now booking hunts. Join Scott Parmo on a hunt of a lifetime. Great accommodations and memories that will last forever.
Knives and game processing kits for the rush are provided by Outdoor Edge, the finest quality knives and tools for the big game hunter.
Christmas was about to come early for Kurt, and he was still feeling the rush when I looked ahead and saw his buck laying there.
You're gonna like what I see more than blood.
Oh, you see him laying there. Okay, good.
Come on.
Let's go there. Let's go there.
Come on, bud.
You know, I quit waiting for Santa Claus a long time ago.
Look right there, buddy. Great late season muzzleloader hunt right there, bud. Congratulations.
Beautiful, beautiful.
You know what? My friend Kurt von Besser gives me a hard time about my phone, and I'm not like the young kids, but I am on it too much. He has just shot a really, really nice western Kentucky whitetail here on his first muzzleloader hunt ever, and I have enjoyed it tremendously. Hunting here with Kentucky Dream Hunters and Big Buck hotspots. You got to thank your good friend Mike Jordan for letting you use his gun.
A borrowed muzzleloader. Yep. Fired it once at a target, saw it was on, and here we are.
You know, Kurt's pretty modest, but you know, without Atsko and the wonderful products that he has, none of this would have been possible. I got some video earlier on. I went down and checked the camera, the spy point camera, and I looked back in the blind and just totally dead. The UV Killer camo vest there, it does the job. It does what it's supposed to do. And we've got some of the other people on the hunter, they're all wearing the vest, but some of them are wearing other orange hats. And you can definitely tell a big difference with the UV.
Yeah, you can see the difference in the film in broad daylight.
Sure
they fuzz all out with that UV scatter reflection, and these are dead. And he didn't see it, so he looked all over. He really came in sneaky. It was a great evening. I'm glad you got some young guys to come down here and drag this thing uphill, because it's, you know, all that I can do is going myself up. You didn't install a rope tow again.
No.
That young guy was Kevin Carson, and he showed up just in time for me to give a flip and zip to Kurt.
We got to thank our good friend David Block at Outdoor Edge, because we are not dragging this thing out with his innards in him. We got a lot of work to do, and we're going to use the flip and zip. And when I'm done with it, I'm going to clean it up and give it to you.
And I'm going to time you, because you said you could do it in 2.5 minutes.
I can.
I bet you can. I bet you can.
Okay.
That's a great knife.
It is.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Okay. Let's go.
I want to give a personal thanks to Scott Meredith of Big Buck Hotspots and Shirley Flener of Kentucky Dream Hunter. If you're interested in leasing or buying some fantastic hunting ground in western Kentucky, then you better give them a call.
Good morning, my name's Andrew with Black Widow Deer Lures. We're extremely fortunate this morning to take a nice white-tailed doe, about 15-20 minutes ago actually. And what we're going to do today is we're going to field dress this deer and take its bladder, which contains the urine from a fresh white-tailed doe. We're going to put that urine in a test tube to show you the color of what a fresh deer lure should look like. And alongside of it, we're also going to put a test tube of Black Widow Deer Lures Hot and Ready XXX to show you the color of Black Widow Deer Lures. We're going to get a couple bottles of the big leading name corporate deer lure companies, which we're not going to mention the names, but we're going to pour theirs in a couple test tubes to show you the difference in color. What it should be is a fresh deer lure should be anywhere from a clear to a light yellow to a light amber color, being fresh. But so you can see the difference. Collected right from a whitetail doe, shot this morning about an hour ago from Blackwater Deer Lures XXX, Big Corporation A, Big Corporation B. What I'm trying to show you is, if you're used to buying deer lure this color, I would suggest stopping. The reason it's this color, it's either old, brown and broken down, or the sun has gotten to it. Fresh deer lure, which most hunters would prefer nowadays, is this color. So if you're looking for fresh deer lure, shoot a doe, collect it yourself from that doe, or look for Blackwater Deer Lures in a store near you.
Oh, wow. Cool.
You'll have to fight over which one wants one. Okay. They're both nice. Thank you, by the way, for everything this weekend.
Well, thank you
guys.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Good deal.
You're
Thanks,
welcome.
Jason. Thank you, guys. We've enjoyed you guys this weekend. It's been awesome.
We've enjoyed just knowing you guys and being with you. You've been great.
Especially since you didn't have to walk back that day.
Yeah. Don't have to give it back.
Products have been provided by these fine sponsors. For more information and current air times, go to hunttherush.com.